Good morning, everybody. Today we're going over understanding integers. The directions say integers include all positive and negative whole numbers and zero. Zero is neither positive nor negative. You can use integers to represent a situation and its opposite. Okay, you guys are pretty well aware of positives and negative integers by now, so this is a good review sheet. I'm going to go over these three problems, and then you guys are going to work on this page. Okay, so it's page 27, it looks like. It got a little cut off, but for the most part I think you guys are more than capable of working on this by yourself. But again, if you still have questions, feel free to email me. So if we look at the first one, it says 20 degrees Fahrenheit above zero. So again, if we think about above, if we look at a number line, so we have a vertical number line where this is 0, and then we also have a horizontal number line where 0 is in the middle. Again, anything above is positive, anything below is negative. Anything to the left is negative, anything to the right is positive. Okay, so if it says 20 degrees Fahrenheit above 0, well, if we look here, above, we're going up. So here's 0. If we go up, we know we're in the positive range. So this integer is going to be positive. Okay, so if the integer is going to be positive, well, what does that mean? How do we write it? So you can either just put 20 degrees Fahrenheit or plus 20 degrees Fahrenheit to show that it is positive. Okay, for number 2, it says 15 feet below sea level. So if it helps you, and draw my little C. I've got some waves going on, some funky waves. But if it says 15 feet below sea level, this is our keyword right here, below. If it says below sea level, here we are. This is my sea level at 0. This is below. Again, if we look at the vertical number line, if we go below 0, we're in the negatives. So this is my negative integer. If we were above sea level, it would be positive. So the integer here is it positive or is it negative? Right, it's negative. Okay, so the way we would write the integer is negative. We would say 15 feet, so negative 15 feet. Pretty simple. And then we have a loss of $12. So now we're talking about money. So here they have an example about money, in which you guys are already really good about the difference between deposits and withdrawals. Which one's positive, which one's negative. So it explains a little bit more here. Deposits is positive because you're depositing it into the bank. You're saving more money. Withdrawals, you're taking it out of the bank, so it's a negative. So here, if it says a loss of $12, your keyword here is loss. So think of it in other words, if you're losing something, are you gaining or is it being taken away? Is it a positive or is it a negative? So loss of $12, this integer is going to be what? Right, negative. So we have a negative amount of $12. So the integer is negative $12. Okay, so again, here's prior examples. If you read through those, they might clarify some questions you might have. So you guys now are to work on this back side. It says practice your own. You have your instructions here that tell you a little bit more, and then how to write an integer for each situation. It says tell whether the integer is positive or negative. So again, you're just going to determine temperature above 0. Is it positive? Is it negative? Okay, you're going to go through each and every one of these. All right, when it says write the opposite of each integer, well, think of a number line. What's the opposite of positive 12? How do we get it to 0? Well, positive 12, to get to 0, we make negative 12. So the opposite is negative 12. All right, so kind of go through that. And then our next video will be on locating points on a number line.